Hey, Dale.
What up, Hoss?
It's just another day, man. Excited about the show?
Oh, I'm always excited.
Great. Let's get it going.
Celebrating 10 years of pop culture news.
300 episodes. Downloaded in 144 countries.
Recorded all over the place.
DC, Vegas, Alaska, the Caribbean, New York City, and now.
Can't tell you that. I'm sorry. This is the new and only slightly improved Swish Edition.
Movies, television, music, travel, and so much more.
From their secret underground studio and a top secret undisclosed location, here are your hosts. They're your new best friends, Dale and Scott.
Yeah. Your new best friend.
I don't have any more room for friends.
Yeah. You're all full up?
I'm full up.
Too many people to keep track of?
Too many people. Ain't got time. Ain't got time. Ain't got that room.
Well, aren't you special?
Yeah.
You're super special, Dale. So today's show is brought to you by Binge Bum.
Obviously.
Have you got your Binge Bum on yet?
Great.
Every Friday. I was about to say Thursday.
No.
But we created it on Thursday. It comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
It's kind of your digest for all things streaming video. Peacock and HBO Max and Netflix and all those great subscribing
And
things. Yeah.
we only focus on original
Content.
Yes.
All right.
No re-airs, none of that. Just what's original to the platform.
Right. Well, except that with my themed list, I go back and
We do have that.
Right.
But that's fun to have because you want to go back and watch some old stuff. But primarily we focus the news and the other content is originals.
Yeah. So last week I did on my
so much.
I know
stuff.
there's so much you
I need 3 new letters.
You can't watch it. You can't watch it all.
Yeah.
Nobody can watch it all. Last week, my themed list was 90s Rewind. This week, I'm doing a political list. Like, we need more politics in our lives, right?
I'm actually wondering, and we'll say it here on the air, because why not, is maybe that should be pushed back.
Push back closer to November 3rd?
Yeah.
So, do you want me to skip ahead and do my 80s Rewind?
Yeah, why not? We'll do back-to-back. The 90s one was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And then with that, you had the Saved by the Bell reboot. That was that's out now.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do a little 80s thing, and you can catch up.
All right. I think Saved by the Bell was 90s, but...
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But now we're going to go 80s this week.
Yeah, because 90s was last week's theme.
All right, let me make a note about this. I got to do my homework this week.
Great.
Speaking of homework, no, it has nothing to do with homework, but it's Home Alone.
Home Alone.
This is really fun. Did you catch Macaulay Culkin's Home Alone
I saw it on
mask?
The news today. It's really funny.
So funny. So he's got a face mask that.
And why not? It's like perfect.
It's a picture of him from Home Alone where he, grabs
the
each side.
aftershave on and
Kind of cute.
Yeah.
He is looking a little rough though. His brother's a lot better looking than he is.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, they both look almost identical.
Kieran Culkin is in our new favorite show.
Yes.
Succession on
come
HBO.
Back on soon.
They have not started taping season 3 yet, but filming, I guess they film it. I'm excited about seeing where that family goes with their modern dynasty. So
we're watching something kind of similar with that Filthy Rich.
Yeah, Filthy Rich with Kim Cattrall.
But I'm not. I mean, I like it. I'm not as into it.
It's a network show. It's on Fox, and they can't say the F word, and they can't.
Well, that's not my problem.
There's no boobies,
but it's not. I don't know. I mean, it's fun to watch.
Hey, Dale, if the show doesn't have boobies, I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I like boobies, even though we're taking all our booby lights out of our house.
Great.
We've got these you guys know what these look like, right? They're these lights
dome lights that have
a little
piece that screws in the whole lamp up. It
looks like a nipple.
We have a plan for that.
Right. Well, we need to be careful because one of our new listeners is the former owner of our current house. So when we talk about the ugly boob lights in her house, which is now our house, we apologize.
That's right.
We are replacing them.
Yeah.
And she'll be happy about that.
But we have these really cool things to replace them with. And I can't wait.
I think she'll be thrilled.
Yeah,
with
they're almost like
what we've done.
spaceship saucers.
They do look very spacey. Yeah. Futuristic almost.
And I don't know if we said this, but, we could put it all out there. We are huge Philips Hue fans.
We are. And
the whole house is loaded with everything Philips Hue.
I mean, I think at last count we had 60-something different Hue lights in the house.
That's just the bulbs. Now we've gotten into actual pieces of... They're not furniture. What do you call them?
They're fixtures.
Fixtures, yeah.
We're putting them outside at the front door.
Outside and the
garage.
interior to replace the boob lights, these little saucer things.
And then we also have their 6-foot strip lights on top of our cabinets. And, what I really like, we have not put them up yet, but I like the motion detectors. So that when you walk into a room, the lights immediately come on.
Those we have found are great in like a guest bathroom,
walk-in closet,
laundry room.
Yeah. The bar.
Yeah. Those are fun.
Hey, I got a little bit of Las Vegas news for you, Dale.
Yeah.
I know we're not there anymore, but it's always very near and dear to our hearts. We're thinking about all of our friends in Vegas, and we are actually making a plan right now to return to Vegas.
Yeah.
It'll be Dale
not permanently.
Dale and Scott returning to Vegas. No, for a trip. We're going to take... your mom there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Anyway, the raunchy and hilarious Absinthe, which is the show under the big top in front of Caesar's Palace, they are actually returning October 28th.
Good for them.
They're taking all their seats out. They're going to do it cabaret style. They're going to put 2 tops and 4 top tables in.
I love that. Love that.
All the tables will be 6 feet apart, and they'll have bar service. You won't be able to go to the bar anymore. The waiters and waitresses will come to you and serve you drinks while you're watching the show.
That is perfect. I hope they keep it.
It's awesome
because
idea.
that is for that type of show, for that show.
Yeah.
And what's it? Absinthe. Again, everything. But you know what I'm talking about. Those shows are perfect for that type of setup.
Yes. Every time you ask me the other one, Opium. Yeah,
yes.
Opium, which is at the Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
And then they have Electric Cowboy at the Venetian.
Right.
Yeah. I hope they all come back. They're great. They're very raunchy. They're not for kids. That's for damn sure.
No,
they're
don't
racist.
take your kids.
They're racist.
And
they're
don't hold
homophobic.
any.
They're
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
If you're black and you're in the front row, you will be called out for that.
Yes.
If you're Chinese, you'll be called. I mean,
if
nobody.
You're gay,
yeah, nobody.
big time.
Nobody is getting by. Even white people.
Yes.
Are made fun of at this show. Their ad that came out today says "Wash your fucking hands," and they wanted to make sure that people know that all surfaces in the tent have been Stoli-Swabbed.
I love it.
So
love it. Yeah. So if you go to Las Vegas, what we're talking about is if you stand in front of Caesars, there's like a big circus tent outside.
And that's where the show
and
is.
It's kind of unassuming because there's not a lot of signage on the outside, but that's what this show is. Or where it is.
It's not the first show to come back, though. Aussie Heat was the first show in Vegas to come back. This is an all male.
How do you do a show like that with no touching?
It's all male review, kind of in the vein of Thunder from Down Under. I guess it's kind of a copy of that.
I was gonna say it because I don't know this name, but I know
it's an absolute copy of Thunder from Down Under because it's all Aussie guys and they're all buff and kind of like.
And there was Magic Mike before.
Magic Mike was at Hard Rock. Yeah. Anyway, the Mosaic Theater is where Aussie Heat is. It's kind of tucked behind a Korean barbecue restaurant on the Strip between MGM and Planet Hollywood. If you guys want to go, I don't know if you're allowed to touch them. You probably aren't. You probably have to wear a mask. Oh, by the way, you got to wear a mask if you go to Absinthe too, except when you're sipping on your electric drink. Yeah, they have really fun drinks at those shows. We were talking about
that one that came in a plastic bag.
That was at Opium.
Yeah,
with a straw. It was
supposed to be like a space.
Yeah,
it's like a MRE. Almost.
Exactly.
So they put it in a plastic bag.
It was
had
literally
a
Ziploc bag with a straw sticking out of it.
No, it wasn't a Ziploc bag. It was like one of those craft plastic bags that you put candy in.
Or like a gift.
Yeah.
Like a gift bag.
It was good.
It was good, I think. I think I had too many of them.
You just had to carry it weird because it was very soft.
You can't set it down.
No, you can't set it down.
You just have to drink the whole friggin' thing. We were talking last week about the Vegas violence that is kind of out.
There was just another one.
Yeah. But Wynn is always first. They're always doing what we think they should do. They're always first. They stepped up their security. They're having metal detectors at all the gates now, all the entrances, so that people can't get in with a gun or a big fat knife. Or whatever. I guess that's good, and it's too bad that that's the world we live in now. But that's the world we live in now.
I guess so.
We've talked about Airbnb a lot on this show because it's been a little controversial lately. They're really trying to...
It's a shame because it's people that ruin these things.
You can't trust people.
No,
Dale.
you take Airbnb, you take Twitter, you take Facebook. It's the people who ruin these types of services.
People suck.
Yes,
How many times do we have to say that?
Exactly.
Most people suck. 90% of people suck. It's the 10% of people that listen to the Swish Edition.
Right.
They're the good ones.
They're the good ones.
Airbnb is eliminating one-night rentals on Halloween night, October 31st, to try to avoid people renting houses for big fat parties.
Right.
So don't try to stay in an Airbnb for one night. Now, you can book it for the 30th and the 31st, or the 31st and the 1st. You just can't book it just for the 31st.
Right.
There you go. That would have been a pain in the ass if we were driving across the country Halloween week.
Right.
Where we went one night. So,
What are you going to do?
Not travel on Halloween. Not travel on holidays.
The thing is, we would have just had the book for 2 nights and had to throw away the money.
That's right. Oh, my goodness. I'm not doing that next story.
I was going to say,
that does not seem... I know, right? We're skipping right over that one. If you guys want to know what that is, send me an email. Girl power is in our news next. We saw this pop up on our TV the other day.
Yeah, it was just on the news. I actually had no idea.
So Sofía Vergara is the highest paid actress in 2020.
Wow.
Of all the actresses, movies, TV, whatever. She made $43 million this year. That's made up between her $500,000 an episode that she was getting for Modern Family, which bowed this past spring. And she's making $10 million a season to be a judge on America's Got Talent. $10 million just to sit there and give her opinion on people. It's wonderful, isn't it? Number 2 on the list is Angelina Jolie with $35.5 million. Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, $31.5 million is number 3. And number 4, Melissa McCarthy.
Maybe Melissa McCarthy, if I reach out to her on Twitter, would take over my...
Center Square.
My plan for bringing back Hollywood Square celebrity.
She would be a
But
great
it has to be on HBO.
You want it to be... You want them
they
to
need to be able to
custom
say
stuff.
Everything. Yeah. Anything they want. It has to be on HBO. Or Showtime. It just needs to be not on a network.
Yeah. Melissa McCarthy made $25 million.
Bring it to a streaming platform.
I think that would be a wonderful idea. That's the future of video, Dale.
Right. We're in it.
That's right. We're in it. We're knee deep in it.
I mean, I've never had so many subscriptions.
Yeah.
Got them all.
We've literally have them all.
I mean, we have to.
Some of them are free. Some of them we get free with our cable package, like HBO Max.
HBO we get. That's the only one I get for free.
Peacock. Peacock comes with Comcast. Yeah, we have Comcast cable, and we get a free Peacock premium.
Oh, because I'm paying.
Well, stop paying. You're double paying.
I'm double paying.
Some sad news this week. Eddie Van Halen died. You guys know all about that. I didn't realize he was as loved as he was. I mean, everyone came out of the woodwork to say,
yeah,
sorry. I mean, he not only did stuff for Van Halen, he wrote and did stuff for lots of groups and played drums and guitar.
Yeah, that I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know any of that.
Did you know that his son Wolfgang, which is the coolest name ever?
Yes.
He was married to Valerie Bertinelli from
had no idea.
One Day at a Time and something Hot in Cleveland, and she's been in a million things. Right. Never ages. She's gorgeous, and they used to be married, and they had a son named Wolfgang Van Halen.
Wolfgang? Hey,
how cool is that name?
What was the name of our friend in DC? when we were at Avenue Jack. And
Cumberbatch.
What was his first name?
Chadwick Cumberbatch.
That's a great name.
No, that's...
No, his
I
name
think I'm
wasn't
mixing
Chadwick.
up two people.
You're mixing up two people.
Yeah.
Cumberbatch was his last name.
Yeah, I'm friends with him on Instagram. We go back and forth on Instagram.
Very good looking
all the time.
guy and has this great name.
Wait, why can't... Oh, this is horrible. I hope he doesn't listen to the show.
I know.
Yes, but Chadwick Vale.
That's a good name.
That was his name. Yeah.
Yeah, but Chadwick Cumberbatch would be a great name.
Right. That would be. Should I tell my friend that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be one of your characters in your book.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Oh, I feel really bad that I can't think of his first name.
Can you search by his last name?
I tried, and all I got was Benedict, the guy from Sherlock Holmes. All right, well, you know what? I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I will rectify this situation.
But he had a great name.
He has a great name. Yes, I found him. Hold on. Yeah. Of course, he doesn't have his full name on here. Isn't that wonderful? Thanks. Stefan Cumberbatch. Not the coolest name.
Love it, love it, love it.
And I do know his name. It was blanking.
Yeah.
Another death this week. Tom Kennedy. You may not know that name, but he was the host of the classic Name That Tune game show from the 50s, 60s, 70s maybe even. Yeah. Great show. Did you ever watch the original Name That Tune? It's
not the original, no.
It's probably on the Game Show Network. There's a couple game show channels.
Yeah, and that show has, I feel like that show has been reinvented at least once.
I don't understand why it's not on now, because there have been kind of incarnations of it recently.
Right. There's like the Beat the Shazam and all that stuff. But
so
there was a Name That Tune. I've seen it, but I don't think I've seen this original one.
But I wonder if you haven't.
I don't think so.
Such a great show. So, basically the premise is people come out and they say, I can name that tune in 7 notes. And then the challenger goes, I can name that tune in 6 notes.
Right.
And then the person either says, we'll do it. I challenge you to do it, or you know, whatever. Or I can do it in 5 or whatever. So usually it's 7. I mean, like, da na 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 na. So 7 notes, that's what? When You Wish Upon a Star, right? You get it.
Right.
What do you think, if you were on the show, how many notes do you think you could do it?
Well, I need to know how's it work? You need to know like a category.
All right. So, pop rock. How many notes could you do? Pop rock, something that came out in the last couple of years.
5.
Apparently, you don't know how to play the game. You really think you can do it in 5?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can do it in 4.
See, that's bullshit because you're horrible with music.
No, I'm really good.
No, you're horrible with music.
I know
all things music.
I know most of the songs. All right, well, I can do it in 4. Can you do it in less than that?
I'll do it in 1.
You can't. Well,
I'll do it in 1. I'll do it in 1.
I just happen to have a song ready to go with 1 note, and I defy you to figure this out. You ready?
Defy me.
I defy you.
You defy me. All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
What do I get if I win? A new cocktail because mine's empty.
You may get a new cocktail. All right, can you be quiet for a second?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's your note. Do you want to hear it again? You can hear it one more time.
All right, one more time.
All right, what do you think? Can you name that song in 1 note?
Can I name that
nobody
tune
can do it
in 1 note? Can I name that tune in 1 note?
Nobody can do it.
I'm gonna say
yes.
Moves Like Jagger, Maroon 5.
Holy shit.
I am a musical king.
How did
I
you
am
do
a king.
that? All
Yes.
right, that's pretty crazy.
I will kick your ass.
All right, so you want to bring back Hollywood Squares. I want to bring back Name That.
Name That Tune.
Oh my goodness. Should we how was this for a segue? I want to talk about Southwest. So Southwest, I am very happy to know that they're still not selling those middle seats, which is good in the middle of the pandemic. But they want to avoid layoffs. So management wants to avoid layoffs. They don't want to lay off anyone. So they want to lock in everyone's job during the pandemic. But they're asking the union for concessions, and the unions won't fucking budge.
Concessions.
I know, right? Please don't point out the fact that I don't know how to spell. The union wants their full pay. The management obviously wants them to take a 10% pay cut. I just don't understand this. Okay, you are facing the worst economic times for an airline ever. They're going to fire you if you don't agree to take a 10% pay cut.
I'm telling you.
So you either get 90% or you get nothing.
I don't want to be political, but unions are the worst thing.
It does not make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
And there are examples. Lots of examples.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get into it.
We should.
Unions are horrible.
But this is the kind of thing that drives me crazy. I don't understand people's thinking.
I mean, everyone has been rocked by this.
Everyone.
And the fact that your union is unwilling to budge and putting people's jobs on the line where they get nothing or 90%.
Right.
So don't get me started about
They'd rather have nothing.
Right. Then that's what they get, and then that's what they deserve.
It was just like this episode of Laverne and Shirley.
I mean, businesses aren't created. I believe that there's this whole idea that businesses are created in a way, in effect, to just take care of their employees. But that's just not the case. They're created to make money.
Money, yes.
And they need your...
And when they make money, everyone benefits.
Manpower or your smarts to make the business happen.
Right.
And if the business isn't making money, then you don't make money.
Exactly. That's the way it should work in every industry.
It's this undeserving attitude.
Right.
Or this deserving attitude that people think these businesses just take care of people, and it's just not the case.
Or people that think the government should just take care of them.
Well, that's a whole
nother story. Yeah.
We're not getting into that.
Movie news?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're supposed to not do politics on the show, but I can't. Sometimes I just can't help myself. You know that.
Unions don't get me started.
No Time to Die. So we keep talking about James Bond because it's one of my favorite movie series of all time. But No Time to Die, Daniel Craig's fifth movie, is being pushed to April 2nd. It was supposed to be out November 20th. It's now being pushed all the way to April 2nd. They want to make money.
Yeah.
You know? And they want people to see it the right way. They want to see it on the big screen. They want people to be safe, which is why they're pushing it to April, which pisses me off because I want to see that damn movie. It's got Rami Malek in it.
I wish
that guy.
There's been several that have skipped the theaters and gone right to on demand.
Yeah.
Not just like Netflix, but like actually rentals from like
we talked
iTunes.
about that last week.
And
Mulan and stuff.
I wish like I knew what the numbers were and see if it was actually working.
Yeah, are they actually making money? We'll look into that. It's funny that I wanted to say this because Daniel Craig was recently on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Not my favorite show, but he was on there and he was talking about how he got the casting call originally to be James Bond from producer Barbara Broccoli and her people. He had never had a martini before.
Oh.
So he decided that, I just landed this part, and the iconic drink of James Bond is a martini, right? So
Shaken?
Shaken, not stirred, right? So he went to Whole Foods and purchased a bottle of vodka, vermouth, and a shaker in a glass. He had never drunk a martini before, so he went to the grocery store and got everything he needed and made himself a martini.
Do you know I've never had one either?
Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Never.
I can make you one right now.
I've never had one. We have vermouth?
We don't have any vermouth. You could just have vodka martini. Some people have it without the vermouth part.
Well, that's just a vodka.
You don't like olives, so dirty. You wouldn't like it dirty.
We don't have that either, so you can't even make martini.
You know how do you make a dirty martini?
I know, with
olive juice. Yeah. All right. All right, I'll go to Whole Foods and get the ingredients. Although
I've never had a martini.
I think
Never,
our
ever,
closest
ever.
Whole Foods is about
2 hours away.
2 hours away. More news about pushbacks. Jurassic World Dominion, which is the final film in the 30-year history of Jurassic World, Jurassic Park movies. They're being pushed to June 10th, 2022. That's fucking 2.5 years away.
I am partial to this.
Or is that a year and a half away? Yeah.
I am partial to this series. No, it's not a series. What do you call it?
It's a series.
No, you call it something else. You
An
call
institution.
No. Well, what do you call James Bond? All the movies together as one.
It's a series.
No, you call it something else. You call it a...
I don't know. It's a series.
It's not. That's not right. I'll think of it later. And this goes with the Ghostbusters new film that I want to see so badly because it looks so good, and it's been pushed back till next year.
Yeah.
Franchise is the word that I was looking for.
Yeah.
The franchise, the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise.
And it has been a good run for them.
Yeah.
How many movies? 9?
Yeah, and some of them are horrible.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, the first one, of course.
The first couple were good. The middle ones were bad, and the last,
Horrible.
these world ones have been pretty good.
The world ones have been pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about movies, just to wrap up our movie section, Disney has decided to do 2 new movies based on their attractions at their famed Disney World and Disneyland. They're making a Space Mountain movie. Oh. I know no details beyond that sentence.
Right.
I don't know how you even make a movie about.
I was going to say, because those rides aren't based on anything.
It's a roller coaster,
right,
in a dark room. I have no idea how you make that a movie. They're also going to be remaking the Haunted Mansion. Apparently, they've never been happy with the version they did with Eddie Murphy. That was about 15 years ago. So they're making another one. So
I'm not a fan of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, well, we're getting a Space Mountain and a Haunted Mansion movie sometime soon.
Way, yeah. Are you probably gonna have to be a subscriber to Disney Plus, and then you got to put an additional $30 down?
Well, I don't know
to be able to watch it.
Well, no, I don't know if these are going to be big theater movies or streaming movies. That was not clear.
I see.
Dale and I watched Hubie Halloween. We talked about that.
Love it. Hubia.
It was annoying, Dale. I mean, it was funny. It was just kind of stupid funny. It's kind of like a Dumb and Dumber kind of movie.
Oh, the movie is a feel-good,
Dumb and Dumber
movie. The worst part about that movie is I swear that probably about 60% of the movie I could not understand Adam Sandler.
His voice, everyone has been saying that across the Twitterverse. His voice made it almost unwatchable.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And you couldn't understand anything.
It was a super silly movie. I fell asleep a couple times, but it was cute.
Yeah.
If you like Halloween, kids would like it. I'm sure Halloween fans.
It's just a fun
would like
watch.
It. Yeah.
Nothing scary.
So Quibi, we haven't talked about Quibi much lately. Have you been keeping up with your Quibi shows?
Mm-hmm. One of my favorites, Reno 911, which works great on Quibi.
That has been fun. You showed me a bunch of those, and then there was that one of the interior design people who get mixed up with the Mexican mob. Right. There's a new show that was just announced today. It's called Last Looks. It's a true crime series that investigates dramatic crimes that have taken place in the fashion industry, which I do not understand. I didn't
know it was a thing, but apparently a lot of designers have perished.
Is the fashion industry that dangerous?
I don't know. We know of one. We watched it on the one with Versace.
Right. Well, there you go. That's probably going to be one of the episodes.
Yeah.
18 episodes of this show. It launches yesterday, October 12th. It is hosted by Dakota Fanning, who's a young actress. New eps are going to drop every weekday until November 4th. So nice. 18 of those. And I guess they're about, no more than 5 minutes, right? Is that the rule?
No more than 10.
No more than 10.
Right.
You've heard of Red Talk Table with Jada Pinkett Smith, her little round table talk show where she gets real.
It's a big thing. Like
she gets real. It's Facebook Watch.
Yeah.
they're doing a spinoff, and Gloria Estefan and her family are going to be involved in the spinoff.
Well, that's fun.
It's funny. I love Gloria Estefan. She's one of my favorite people of all time. She just seems genuinely nice and good-hearted, and she's creative and wonderful, and I love her to death. She lives on Star Island in Miami, right next door to
Ricky Martin,
Rosie O'Donnell. Ricky Martin.
Why can't we live there?
Ricky Martin also lived on Star Island for a while. I don't think he still does.
I know that island, and I've seen it.
We've driven by it.
I've not been on it.
No, you can't. It's guarded. It has a gate.
But you have to take a boat there? Or a bridge?
No, there's a bridge.
Yeah.
It's how you get to Miami Beach from Miami. And you go by all the cruise ships, and it's right there on the left.
There, yeah.
It's the coolest place to live.
Kind of sits in the bay side, not the ocean side.
It's between the beach and the city.
Yeah.
In the water. That's why they call it an island. But yeah, it's not off the coast. Anyway, she says, Gloria says she's been approached to do a talk show nearly every single year for the last 3 decades, but this is the first time she thought that it worked for her. So I think that's great.
Nice.
Also announced this week, Joshua Jackson is going to be the title character in a new Peacock show called Dr. Death with Alec Baldwin, who is in everything.
Right.
And Christian Slater.
He actually replaced somebody, and I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he did replace someone in
Was it Benedict Cumberbatch?
It was Cumberbatch. Anyway, this is based on a true story about this doctor, Christopher Dunch or something.
I thought Dr. Death was a comic book.
No, he was a real doctor in Dallas, and all of his patients just kept dying. And so this is a real story. But I mean, it's got great Joshua Jackson from Little Fires Everywhere. Was The Affair. He's been in Dawson's Creek. I've loved him forever. And then, of course, Christian Slater.
Dawson's Creek was the answer to a Jeopardy clue not that long ago.
Is that right?
Yeah. We were watching it.
What? I was half listening to you.
Yeah.
So I still don't even know what you said.
Okay. Just like our listeners, you just half listened to me.
We did kind of. We did watch the last episode of The Walking Dead.
We did.
Dale didn't realize that it was the last episode.
I thought it was ready to go.
He thought it was the beginning of a new season.
Boy, was I disappointed.
It was the last episode of the last season. They were gone for 6 months because they didn't have the people together to edit it.
Yeah.
So now we have to wait until 2021 for more Walking Dead. Although there's that new show, World Beyond.
Yeah, we got to try it.
We just haven't stuck our foot into it yet.
Our toe in it.
Let's put our whole fucking foot in there, Dale.
Just dive in.
We are thrilled that you guys...
Belly flap.
We're thrilled that you guys came to listen to us today.
Who's here? I don't see anybody.
We're glad that they're out there.
Oh, they're out there.
Out there, yeah. We're glad that...
they're on the interwebs.
Glad that everyone's listening to the show. Yeah.
They can't watch it.
They can't watch. I'm sorry that there's no video.
I've heard the complaints, and I don't give a shit.
We got a lot of complaints for not having video. We're going to come back with
video. If you have a problem,
someday.
then you email Scott at swishedition.com, and he'll take care of all the complaints.
It's Dale's fault that we're not doing video anymore. Oh, look, we ran out of...
We ran out.
We ran out
of
music.
So we should say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.